Hello everyone, who welcome back to HLV Visa Consultancy. In today's vlog, I will share to you the travel survival guide for long flight. Sa mga magta-travel dyan na malayo yung inyong destination country, dapat 100% prepared po tayo. Not just for the immigration compliance, but syempre kailangan natin i-prepare kung ano ba yung susuotin natin, kung ano yung pagkain na dadalhin natin or kakainin natin before and during flight, and ano ba yung magiging sleeping routine natin. And of course, bibigyan ko kayo ng overall tips kung paano kayo mag-travel na comfortable and stress-free. So, umpisahan natin sa clothing. Mas maganda na magsuot kayo what we call sando in Tagalog because this sando will protect your back. Ang daming passenger sa long flight na bago lumapag sa kanilang destination country, sa loob pa lang ng eroplano, sinisipo na. That is because hindi balance yung temperature sa body po ninyo. So always protect your back. Magsuot kayo ng loose t-shirt. Yung hindi masyadong fit na ganyan. Dapat yung medyo maluwag siya. You know what? Nandito ako sa malamig na lugar, Germany. Makikita nyo dito, ang mga tao hindi nagsusuot ng mga fitted na mga damit. Kasi the more na mahigpit or fitted yung damit mo, mas lalo kang lalamigin. When it comes to jacket, mas maganda kung yung jacket na susuotin ninyo, may zipper siya sa gitna. Para kapag nainitan ka, you can easily remove. Kapag nilalamig ka naman, madali mo rin siyang suotin. So, the jacket na walang zipper, pag inubad mo, kailangan mo pang itaas yung kamay mo. Minsan, kailangan mo pang i-stretch yung both arms mo. Hindi maganda, lalo na kapag may katabi ka na i-storbo sila, baka mamaya masiko mo pa yung katabi mo. What about shoes? I don't recommend to wear boots in the airport. Kasi napaka-hassle po magsuot ng long boots. Yung iba inaabot pa ng tuhod kasi they prioritize more the fashion. So, mas maganda that you just wear rubber shoes. So, rubber shoes is the most comfortable shoes that you can have in your life. No, hindi lang siya pang running but also pang travel. Some airlines may binibigay silang chanelas, yung iba wala. You don't need to bring this kind of sleepers. To bring sleepers like this. You can order this in Shopee or in Lazada. Bakit kailangan yung magdala ng chanelas? Because if you are in a long flight, kailangan mong ipahinga ang paa mo. So, kailangan mong alisin ang sapatos mo. Minsan nagtataka kayo, bakit kaya may mga traveler na namamaga ang paa? So, sinasabi nila, ay kasi ang tagal kong nakaupo, which is not true. That is because hindi comfortable yung paa nila. So, you need to take off your shoes para makapagpahinga yung paa mo. And you can wear this slipper. Lalo na kapag pupunta ka ng toilet or ng comfort room or laboratory. Kasi, syempre, hygiene is must. Hindi pwedeng papasok ka doon na nakamedyas lang. Number 3 is the compressed socks. Tumutulong ito to regulate your body temperature. Once na nilamig ang paa mo, magkakaroon ka ng sipon or running nose. Ito yung sinasabi na kapag hindi balance ang init ng katawan, sumasakit ang ulo mo, minamigraine ka, o kaya nilalamig ka. Yung compressed socks, pwede mo itong suotin kapag tinanggal mo yung sapatos mo. Kung ayaw mo naman ng compressed socks, pwede po kayo magsuot ng thermo leggings. Me, I always wear thermo leggings kapag nagta-travel ako. This is to help me na hindi nga ako lamigin at sipunin. Kasi once na naramdaman ko na lumamig na ang aking leg part, lalo na yung paa ko, nagkakaroon ako ng migraine and running nose. How about the foods? 8 hours before your long flight, avoid eating oily food. So, lalo na yung nagbe-breakfast ng peanut butter in a sandwich, guys, iwasan nyo to because I experience this. This is not good. So, ang gagawin mo, magdadala ka po ng empty water bottle. Because before your boarding naman, while waiting for your flight, meron po dito mga water refilling machine. Pwede kayo mag-refill ng water. Para hindi siya bulky sa bag mo, I recommend this water bottled. So, pwede siyang ma-fold kapag empty and kapag may laman naman siya, so tsaka lang siya magiging malaki. The next reminder is kumain lang kayo ng normals. Don't over full. Kasi kapag over full kayo and you are drinking limited water, magkakaroon po kayo ng constipation. And constipation during long flight, napaka-uncomfortable po nito. If you cannot manage to poops inside of the plane, kung nahihiya ka, kung hindi mo kaya, then do it before your long flight. And don't forget to drink your medicine or vitamins if you have any medication, and to drink probiotics. So, itong probiotics na to, is like Yakult, ayan. So, tutulungan po kayo nito na ma-digest ng mabuti yung kinain ninyo. Because during flight, ang dami pong ayaw uminom ng tubig. Iniiwasan uminom ng tubig kasi to avoid na lagi silang kailangan pumunta ng toilet to pee. So, yung iba is very limited lang yung iniinom, which is not good. So, kung ayaw mong uminom ng tubig, so at least you need to drink probiotics drinks. And number 4, limit your salt or dairy intake. Marami sa atin na during flight, ang daming baon na mga snacks. And those snacks are salty. Mas salty yung kinakain, mas dehydrated ka. And number 5, magbaon kayo ng any food that you want. Basta hindi po siya yung mga salty food. So, pwede kayo magbaon ng biscuits, ng kahit ano. Basta, this kind of food will bring energy to you. Lalo na kapag meron tayong connecting flight. So, ito dapat yung tatakbo ka, hahanapin mo yung boarding gate mo, yung immigration counter nila, kukunin mo yung luggage ko, my God. So, you need to hurry. You need to put more energy to do this. Kung wala kang energy, so, wala. May iwan ka ng eroplano. Kung ayaw mo yung pagkain na sinerve sa'yo sa eroplano, then at least you have something na makakain mo, na dala-dala mo. How do you adjust with the sleeping routine? Habang tulog ka, tapos dadaan yung stewardess, tatanungin ka, beef or chicken. Diba, nakaka-istorbo yun? So, ang ganda na ng tulog mo, tsaka ka pa kakainin. But, kapag ganito po yung nangyari, don't say, I don't want to eat because I want to sleep. Pag nagbigay ng pagkain ang stewardess sa inyo, means it is already time for you to eat. May sinusunod pong oras ang eroplano kung kailan po sila magbibigay ng pagkain, and dapat kailangan yung sundin yung gantong time because they are adjusting you with the time zone. Kung ayaw nyo magkaroon ng headache or migraine, dapat hindi kayo magpapalipas ng gutom at kailangan nyo pong kumain during the time na binibigyan po kayo ng food. Travel at night for long flights. Kung may long flights kayo, dapat ang pipiliin po ninyong flight is yung panggabi. Para lang siyang normal na routine ninyo araw-araw na matutulog ka ng gabi. And also, your body will push you to go to sleep kasi yun yung routine mo. Pero kapag nag-long flight ka and it is daytime, mararamdaman mo yung bored ka. You don't know what to do. So, kapag nanood ka naman ng nanood, makikita mo, mararamdaman mo, nahihilo ka na. Gusto mong libangin yung sarili mo, but hindi ka naman na-entertain. So, for long flight, advisable na choose the night flight. Number 3, if you want to feel relaxed during your long flight, kasi kapag nanonood ka ng TV, oh my God, with the sounds of the machine coming from outside, nahihilo ako ng ganyan. So, bring your favorite book. So, magbasa ka na lang ng favorite stories mo or pocket book. After that, aantukin ka. Don't choose or sit beside the bathroom. Ito yung pinaka-hate ko na ang aking upuan is malapit siya sa bathroom. Bakit? You don't have any privacy, wala kang peace of mind. Kasi minuto meron dyan nag-aantay, yung sound ng pag-open, pagsarado ng toilet door, o kaya naman yung taong nag-aantay, lalo na kapag malapit na lumapag yung eroplano, nandiyan na sila, unti-unti na silang pumipila, and oh my God, after how many hours, yung amoy ng toilet or ng laboratory, maamoy mo mapanghi, hindi maganda. So, kung ikaw mahiluhin ka, oh my God, masusuka ka. So, avoid having sit na malapit po sa toilet. I would recommend na pumili kayo ng upuan yung nasa gitna. Yung tipo na kapag gusto nyong pumunta ng toilet, you can easily go up and go in the toilet and sit down again. Kasi kapag window sit, kapag it is sleeping time, gusto mong pumunta ng laboratory, ng toilet, and nakikita mo tulog yung katabi mo, so hindi ka makakadaan. So, hihintayin mo silang magising. Ito yung disadvantage kapag nasa window sit. Your movement is very limited kasi nakadepende ka doon sa magiging katabi mo. Number 6, before you sleep, dapat malinis na ang tray mo. After you eat, kapag kinuha na yan ng stewardess, please give. Kasi kapag natulog ka and nandyan pa yung kinainan mo, the stewardess will ask you, wear seatbelt. Kasi kapag natulog ka na wala kang seatbelt and then biglang nag-announce yung pilot that there is a turbulence, gigisingin ka ng stewardess. So, may istorbo na naman yung maganda mong gising. Number 8, bring black eye mask. Pag madilim yung paligid natin, mas nakakatulog tayo ng maganda. Number 9, bring phone or earpod. May plane na tahimik siya, may plane na mararamdaman mo or maririnig mo talaga yung yung tunog ng engine. So kung ayaw mo niyan, then wear this kind of AirPods or earphone. For overall tips, the battery pack. Always make sure na full charge po ang mga devices ninyo. These days, bawal na po magdala ng ganto. This is already banned. So, kung low bat po yung cellphone ninyo, you cannot easily charge using power bank. Yung ibang airlines, they have charging. So, kung meron ka lang connector, so pwede mong i-connect and makakapag-charge ka. Kung yung plane is they don't have, then paano? Malulubat yung cellphone mo. Bring your hygiene kit. So, this must have your toothbrush, toothpaste, face cleanser, and face cream. Avoid the bacteria, hand sanitizer, or alcohol. And the next reminder, bring extra clothes in case of any emergency. Natapunan ka ng water, natapunan ka ng food, nagkaroon ng turbulence while eating, nasuka ka, then at least you have other pair of clothes na masusuot mo. Dapat meron kayong extra underwear, extra pants, extra socks, and extra jacket. Always manage to move your body. So every 1 hour or every 2 hours, if you have chance, then walk. Lumaglakad-lakad kayo para kayong namamasyal. Kasi hindi pwede na for 12 hours nakaupo ka lang. You will feel na masakit yung baat mo, masakit yung paa mo, masakit yung neck mo. And that is for today's vlog, guys. I hope marami kayong natutunan. And if you have other inquiries, comment your questions below sa comment section. If you need visa assistance, kung mag-apply kayo ng visa but you don't know kung ano yung documents or steps na dapat ninyong gawin, thank you so much and keep watching my YouTube.